Well, hello everybody. It's Dr. Carmen Bryant, and this is Car Chronicles. How you guys doing? You ready? Let's do this. You know, as a therapist, and more often as a therapist as opposed to a coach, because you deal with more of the mental health issues and depression and anxiety and all that when you're dealing with clients. But when you're dealing with people and you're watching them in the midst of their trauma bond, is some of the hardest things that you can watch a person go through. And then, of course, you know, knowing that a lot of us have been through it, you know, you have to be careful not to, you know, you're trying to work out or you're trying to do more for the client than the client is willing to do for themselves. And some of the hardest thing, and this is for somebody that's listening, especially to you ladies. Now, to the men, obviously, same thing, but especially to you ladies, he's not going to change. You notice that his patterns are the same. You notice that he keeps doing the same thing over and over again. Men too, you know, the ladies, they're, you know, these narcissists, they're doing the same thing. Now, some of you haven't put your finger on it. Well, I don't know if they're a narcissist. They just have some narcissistic traits. Regardless whether they're narcissists or have narcissistic traits, they haven't changed. They keep doing the same thing over and over again. Some people, and I have watched this, some people have lost their children to child protective services, and they're still running behind their first high with this narcissist. There are some people that have been beaten down. You know, I've known people that have been beaten down with pistols, with the butt of the pistols, nose broken, you know, in and out of jail behind this individual, lost money, lost cars, lost stuff, and they're still running behind them. You know, you have to remember this. If you've got children by this narcissist, they don't care about your kids. They use your children as a connector to you. They make it seem like they care. They tell you, I want to see my child. They tell you, you haven't allowed me to see my children, you know, because they know that that's going to touch your heart. The very thing that you're close to, your children, that's going to touch your heart. But for some people, they have lost their children. Child Protective Services have come and taken their children away, and they're still running behind this narcissist that could care less about you. And for some people that go through this or have gone through this, when your children get older, your children are going to be able to express themselves. And some of the excuses that are used is I'm staying with him or I'm staying with him or her because of the children. And when you get older, those kids are going to tell you, no, you use that as an excuse. You didn't stay with them because of the fact that, you know, because of us. You stayed with them because of you. Because what you should have done is got out of it. Keep in mind that children do get older and they do got sense. But they'll let you know, no, you didn't stay. Don't use me as an excuse. You stayed because you wanted to stay. You could have done bad by yourself. You didn't have to stay with that individual. And these children are being traumatized watching what is happening in the home. And then you wonder why they go back and repeat the cycle. These are generational traumas. Make sure you go to my conference too. These are generational traumas that have been repeated over and over and over again. And it gets worse.